Big up, guys. What's good? It's your boy, Mark and MUFC fan. You know what it is, guys. Early on, I have to apologize. Some mistakes were made on my behalf. I wasn't able to present to you guys the best possible stream. I got it messed up with the timing. And I think also my VPN kind of messed it up for me with the situation with Manchester United and the what happened with the game with the manager's press conference. So, guys, I would like to make it up to you by bringing a future press conference on with you now so you guys could get a chance to see what it looks like. Let's get into that. I'm going to load it up on the screen and press play so you guys could tell me what you think and how you feel about the manager's press conference. What are your thoughts? How you feel about it? Get in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Don't forget, guys, smash a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and it will help me greatly in advancing to 2K, which is the road we're on right now. So smash a like and subscribe. The manager's press conference is a here we go. Let's get it in. Boom. Share the screen like that. Boom. What? Hold on. 1 second, guys. Big up, my bro. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. Hope you enjoyed the birthday week. Good to see you, man. Here's the press conference for you guys.
Yes. First, I want to congratulate Andy with reaching the top of the Kilimanjaro together with Robbo. A big achievement, and so for raising money for the Manchester United Foundation. So a big achievement, and from our side, big congrats, and enjoy it as well. And as I say, I think it's really for a good target, and hopefully. Hopefully it will be follow up and by a lot of money for this charity. Okay.
Thank you, Erik. Thank you.
Why don't you give us the first question, Andy?
Got mountains to be climbed, yeah? What makes you think you can still succeed at Manchester United, Erik? What are you seeing that your critics might be missing?
Also, we have to climb a mountain. And but that is top football, and sometimes you have to face challenges. But and sometimes it goes up, sometimes goes down. But I'm sure we will make it a success, as we did the last 2 seasons. We'll make it a success, and I think we are in a direction. Underneath, I see the good things. I see underneath, I see good patterns, and I see also the good stats. What confirms that we are in a good direction, but of course the ranking is not lying. We are where we are, and that's not good enough.
First of that, obviously you can see positives, but there's always a lot of noise around your position, certainly at the start of this international break. Did you feel the need to seek any assurances about your position?
No, the noise is only coming from the media, from you guys. For some of you, let's say this, not all of you, but some of you who bringing up stories, creating fairy tales, making the noise, bringing lies, because I know we are on one page in this club. I told this before the break. I told several journalists, probably they didn't believe me, because I see the reports, but internal in the club, it's quiet. Of course, we are discussing in the position where we are, and that we are unhappy with the position where we are, and how we have to turn the corner, and what has to happen, and so what should be the strategy to turn this corner. But ultimately, we are quiet, we are composed, we stay where we are, we stick to the plan, and we are very convinced we will make it a success.
When you're looking to turn a corner, it doesn't help when you get injuries, and you had to deal with a lot last season. So what's the situation with Mazraoui, Mainoo and Maguire and the timescales with them?
Definitely it will not help, that is for sure. And you need players available to perform. So that is one point we have to change in this club. But then to this point, the actual is that Kobe and Harry, they are out for a couple of weeks. And Mazraoui, it's a good news. He faced an illness, but he returned on the training pitch and he's available for selection for tomorrow.
Hi Erik, just to ask you, away from Manchester United, we saw Thomas Tuchel come in as the England manager. He faced him twice last season as a Bayern Munich head coach. What do you make of that appointment?
I think very good choice from the FA. He's a
Big up,
top-class manager, proved himself, creating top teams, creating teams who win, and England didn't win so much, didn't win since 1966. So I think it's a very good appointment to get a win, because England has world-class players, make it a team, and they have the opportunity to win big championships, the Euros or the World Cup.
Erik, you've had some problems at left back for a while because of injuries and unavailabilities. Can you just say what is the situation with Shaw and Tyrell Malacia? Are they going to be back anytime soon?
Yeah, they are back, but we can't force their return, and we have to do it very careful, because also we don't want to have a return and then quickly drop out. So we do it very careful, but of course we hope to do it as soon as possible, because this team needs a left fullback, that's also for sure.
Just on the game as well, Christian Eriksen, you signed him from Brentford. He's become a really important figure again this season, when it looked like perhaps his career might have been winding down slightly. What's the key to the change that he's now become so important pretty much every week?
He faced some injuries in the first year, but then already he was very important. And as well as last season, but then also coming up Kobe. But then lately, he proved himself in the team and together with Kobe, and that can be a very good couple. Unlucky now, it fell apart for the coming weeks, but it's clear. He has a good season so far. He's important for the team with his contribution in linking key passes, be creative, composed and calm. And very happy with his performances so far in the season.
Sorry.
Erik, how much have you got to try and take the pressure off the players? Obviously, if you're in 14th, every game is, if you lose it, it's a disaster because the club's not in a great position. But also, Benny McCarthy said that you see a lot last season, players doing well in training, and then on a match day it didn't happen, which presumably is to do with pressure as well. How much have you got to take that off the player?
I think the players do well. we won last season. Maybe you forgot. And of course, when we face problems, then also we had, sometimes we have to line up teams who were not in the right balance because the players were not available. But I think in general, the players do perform well. And what we see now, we have to start scoring in that part. But of course, it's the most important part of football. If you want to win games, you have to score goals. And in that part, we have to improve. We are entering the final third. We are entering the box. We are coming in good positions to score. And now we have to step up the last step, but the most important step to net.
That's it for now. You can hear the...
Wow. Interesting. So Bailey, my bro, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream again. Big up to you. Hope you're well. You seen the or heard the press conference so far? What are your thoughts, my bro?
It's typical Ten Hag, innit? Like, they'll ask him questions, and then he'll just tell you no matter what you see on the pitch, the team is playing well. Protecting his players as he usually does. Don't get me wrong, there are certain points that he does have, but overall, we haven't really been performing to the best of our ability. But rather than sort of call it out, which he's been criticised for in the past for doing, now he just always protects the players in the media, which he's doing. But if he goes in front of the camera and says that, "Do you know what, we're performing rubbish, this player's doing this player's doing that," you're gonna have all these streamers saying, "Oh my god, look, he's throwing this player under the bus, get him out." And then it's like when he's saying the opposite and protecting the players, they're like, "Oh well, he lies in press conferences all the time." So it's like people can't make up their mind what they want. But for me, he's just doing standard manager stuff, protecting the players, and just hopefully we can just go into the Brentford game full of confidence and ready to give them a beatdown.
100%. I mean, I like the fact that there's a few players available that we weren't sure weren't going to be available. 100%, Steph. All club managers must protect their players. You know what I mean? We expect nothing less. I think the manager should call them out behind the scenes, but definitely protect them to the media because the media is not really their friend. It's not our friend. They're not with the best players' interest at heart. They're with the best story at heart and me. And I think United might be, it might not be looking great, but I think we're poised to make a comeback. Like a dark horse underdog. You know what I mean? We got some players who didn't go to internationals because they were being rested or whatnot. Of course, Kobe is out now. So you're gonna have to find another option or solution for the midfield there. But there's definitely gonna be lots of players available to come into the squad and do a job. And they might not be the key starters or the ones that we expect to take the team forward, but they are part of the squad. So they have to perform and they have to get game time. So I'm looking at it like a game where all the French players or whoever is there available, this is your chance to stake a claim, to make yourself be heard. Stand up and say, well, I'm a United player. We need to turn our season around and it's starting with me. That's just what I
Yeah.
think. What are your thoughts on that, bro?
It's funny because obviously a lot of people think that November, December times is when the manager's going to get sacked. And I actually think that period, especially December period, I actually think that's when the team is going to get into full flight and start putting teams to the sword. Um, I think that's by that time we should catch some form. The window, the January window is not far away as well from opening. So whatever things that we don't have by that period, we might just say, "Do you know what? Okay, cool. Let's sign a left back. Okay, cool. Is it possible to bring in a striker on loan or a midfielder on loan or something along them lines? Should we do it? Should we not?" So I think by that time we're gonna start looking good. There's gonna be a lot of guys coming back from injury, Luke Shaw and Malacia, um, and just a few guys that haven't really caught form. Lenny Euro's set to come back as well, and it'll be very interesting when that guy comes back actually, because then there'll be a competition, big competition at the back for who's going to be starting. So it'll be interesting.
100%. And I'm looking forward to that because I know a lot of people saw some of these players come in. A lot of people are saying this and that. But I'm thinking not a lot of these positions in our squad are really set in stone for anyone,
Mm,
especially with the new players that came in. I think some of the defenders, it's up in the air. I think some of the midfielders is also up in the air, even some of the attackers. No one's position is set in stone, and I think everyone has to fight from now until January, at least to confirm a starting role come for the second half of the season. And if Erik stays, and let's just say we are somewhere in the top 5 come Christmas, we're in the final 8 of the Europa League, and let's just say we're in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup and the semifinals of the Carabao Cup, then by then maybe we would know who the starting 11 is based on performances, and that's when I'm going to be like, okay, well, these are the definite starters, these are the guys I'm looking forward to seeing mostly every week going forward. But right now I think it's a battle, and not even Bruno is safe, bro. I don't know
Yeah.
why you would think that Bruno is safe. He has to perform. This is
Do
a
you know
new
one
regime,
thing?
buddy.
I think our defense at the moment is imbalanced. And the reason why I say it's imbalanced, it's not just because we have no left back or no left footed left back at the moment. The reason why I believe is because of the centre backs. Um, and that's a big part of it. The reason why I say that is because Martinez and the Lit, they're both front footed um defenders, meaning that when the ball is going to the striker, they like to get in front of the striker and nick the ball away from the striker before the striker received the ball, or nick the ball off the striker's toes. They're very aggressive. However, Lenny Euro is the type of guy that looks at the danger and then he begins to drop off. So when one goes, the other one drops off. But the problem that Man United's having, I think even there was even one game, I think it was against Brighton. There was a period in the game where Lissandro and Delit both went out for the tackle and they both missed the ball at the
Mm-hmm.
same time. Now, with Lenny Euro, that wouldn't happen because he would allow Martinez to go forward and he would be dropping off. And then if the ball goes over the top, he would have the pace to cover and the power to cover as well. So I think he would actually provide us a lot more balance in the team with his aerial prowess, his speed, his ball control, his tackling, and everything, and his playing out from the back. And then Martinez can be aggressive, or the Lit can be aggressive, and then hopefully we can sort out the left back situation. Then, from a defensive standpoint, I will have way more confidence in the team. Onana's definitely improved his game this season, coming into this season. He's saved us on a few occasions, and we have won a few points on the back of his performances, double saves with penalties and whatnot. So I think defensively, coming towards the back end of this year, we'll be okay. I'm just
100.
more concerned with the attack. The attack is not attacking.
Yeah, but that's the one thing, bro, for me, I not too stressed on because it's largely some young players. So I'm like, that go and be unpredictable for like 10 to 15 games until they find some rhythm. You know what I mean? And I actually hope that they would find a rhythm sooner, to be fair. I think Garnacho was unlucky to not get some of the goals given that he scored, or some of the chances he missed not go in. And I think that kind of put him in that iffy category in the last couple games. So he snatching at chances more than anything else is what I would say, to be fair. But right now, I think if, as you were saying, I kind of looking at Lenny Euro as a nailed on starter because of his profile, because of the way he just drop deep and allow one defender to attack the play, and he's cover up all and show it up. I watched him a lot of games in Lille last season because I don't know if you've been following the channel all this time, but since last year November, when we was talking about the winter window, I was talking about Lenny Euro and what he could offer to United. Now, I didn't expect us to go get him because I thought maybe Real Madrid might have snatched him up. But it was really amazing to see us get our hands on Lenny Euro and and what he could bring. And for me, I think it would be him and either Lenny, either Delit or Lissandro partnering him because he could play left or right.
Yeah,
So
that'll
that is one
definitely
of the
be
things I looked
interesting.
at.
I'll
Of
definitely be
course, I mean,
interested.
bro. You know what I mean? They have to be available to do it as well, bro. Like I do collabs with Sal and MUFC Realist TV and Football Power Hour and D Hub Sports and all these channels as well, bro. Big up to you guys smashing the likes early. 9 likes like the number 9. And who knows who's the number 9 starting tomorrow? Could it be Rasmus? Could it be Xerxes? If I had to have a choice, I would choose Rasmus because I think he has the more clinical edge, a little bit more pace. And I think against a team like Brentford, we need more pace and power in the first half, to batter the defense a little bit, take away some of that confidence from them. You know what I mean? Because I've been watching some of their games this season and they've been conceding lots of goals to that physicality since they lost Anderson. So let's see how it goes. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be too worried about that. I think he's going to develop really well. You know, Menu and Garnacho have been developing pretty well if you look at the statistics based on their first major start for Manchester United senior team, and I think they are developing well. I mean, let's not forget Menu thrived under the same system last season when most other players were finding it hard to. So, you know what I mean? Big up. ETH will tell us Lenny needs time. I think Lenny was Ten Hag signing, to be fair. So I think, and if we could go by anything we see in preseason, it's the same situation with Menu when Menu got injured against Real Madrid. I don't know if you guys remember, but Ten Hag was distressed when Menu got injured against Real Madrid, and he was similarly distressed when Lenny Euro found out he was injured. I don't know if you all noticed he ran down the length of the pitch to find out what was going on with Euro. So I would say Euro might be coming straight into that starting lineup, guys. I won't be shocked if he does. Just remember I said it to you guys now. Big up to Drex in the building. Big up to you, my bro. And guys, we're not gonna keep you guys here all night because we just have a few things we wanted to discuss as well. But most importantly, I wanted to ask you guys a question now. If we have a good showing tomorrow and we're on the road to Fenerbahce, how are you guys will feel if we come up if despite the team selection, let's just say we beat Brentford 3-1 tomorrow? What will be your thoughts going into the game against Fenerbahce? Do we need to win against Fenerbahce as well? Like we must win situation. What are your thoughts?
It's crazy because obviously Fenerbahce is Mourinho, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't have any confidence in. We're going to Fenerbahce, right?
Yeah,
Are
we're
we
going to Fenerbahce.
right? I don't have. I like the Fenerbahce. They've always it's always been a thing. Like you go there and it's problematic. The fans are problematic. Um, yeah, it's not going to be an easy game, especially with a manager like Mourinho there.
Mm.
Um, their fans are the type of fans that will go to the hotel and make sure the players don't have a good night's rest. It's crazy over there. I'm not going to lie to you. They're
Bro,
fanatical.
trust. It's mad. I've been to one of the games, Galatasaray last season. I feel like we got used to that now. You know what I mean? And we can't always say, well, we're gonna go there because bro, we're gonna face some situations like this going forward more and more with the new formats of Europa League and Champions League. Because let's be honest, if one of those teams in Champions League next season and we get drawn against them, we got to go back to Turkey again. You know what I mean? So for me, this is how I would look at the game. If we were to win this weekend and we go into Galatasaray, I think that is a perfect game for United. For players like Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, and one or two others who Mourinho dissed and chatted a lot of shit about. These brothers supposed to be the guys to be man of the match performances against Fenerbahce because you're going up against a manager who make it, belittle you in the media. You had to do your talking on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, if anything should light a fire under Rashford this weekend, is knowing that he facing Jose Mourinho on Thursday. Big up to
Um,
Brian Foskett in the building. Says 4-1 United against Brentford. Thinking like me, Brian. I think we might be scoring 3 or 4 goals against Brentford quietly. That's just me. Quiet any opposition crowd by scoring goals. 100%. 100%. The perfect result is 3 points and 3 goals. Yeah. 3 points and 3 goals. And a clean sheet. That would be the perfect result in those 2 games. But realistically, I think Brentford have been doing well, so I'm not going to say they probably won't score. Of course, they've scored a goal in the first minute of the last 3 games they played, despite losing one, drawing one, and winning the last one. I would just say that, if we could hold out, maybe we could be the team to score the first goal in a game, because they do commit heavily in pursuit of that opening goal that they have been scoring in the last couple of matches.
Don't they have a good record against us at their
Not
ground?
really. I mean, in the last 10 or 12 meetings, we've won 7.
But those ones are mainly at Old Trafford, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So at Old Trafford, we win more than we've lost.
Yeah, but at their ground, I think they win pretty much all the time, I think all their victories is probably at their ground.
So yeah, for me, let me smash up the Brentford Bees, have some honey and some lime, put a shot of whiskey in that and have a drink and call it a mojito and then keep it moving, onto Turkey in the Wednesday. Because we need to go there and do it to Jose Mourinho, bro. For fans like me, we need to show Jose Mourinho, listen, you might have been right, but don't chat shit about Manchester United. No time. Know your role. No one is bigger than Manchester United. Both Thomas
Well,
Frank and Jose Mourinho will outdo Erik Ten Hag with their tactics in the second half, and in the remaining 45 minutes, which always worry me. Well, if in the first half we could score 3 goals against both teams, I don't think much tactics will help them. I think even if if we was to score 3 goals in the first half, there's no way they come back to beat us in any one of those games. Not with the team that we currently have. Not with that 10-man team that I saw play against Tottenham that really and truly, in my honest opinion, I give them a little bit of plaudits for fighting the good fight, because it took Tottenham 20 minutes to score a second goal after we went down to 10 men, and it took them near 40 minutes to score a third goal. You know what I mean? So, bro, it's possible. We've done it. We scored 2 goals in our first half already, although we've conceded 2 back as well. I mean, against Porto, it was always going to be a difficult game for me. I don't know why them think Porto is a bad team, but it is what it is. Guys, we will be back tomorrow in the morning. Yo, bro, I'm about to kill the show. So tomorrow morning, bro, if you're around, when I do the stream, you could come in and have a say in the morning, bro, because I will also talk about the press conference and some other news that might be coming around in the morning before I head on out. I'm going to be having the watch along tomorrow midday, guys. Papi and Drex and the guys are going to be hosting. I will be in at halftime because I will be in the Netherlands. But big up to everyone. My scorers tomorrow, I have a funny feeling Anthony is going to start off the right. So I'm going with 4-1 United. As a matter of fact, 5-1. I was thinking about placing a bet. I've never placed a bet before, but I'm thinking about placing a bet that United's going to win 5-1 tomorrow. I might as well do that in the morning. I think I will. I'll put £20 on it. You know what I mean? I
good
think
luck
they're
with
going to
that
do it.
one. Good luck with
Huh?
that one. Good luck with that
Bro,
one.
watch. I'm telling you.
No,
Anthony's going to score a brace. Rashford is going to score a brace. Bruno is going to score a goal. Højlund will probably have... No, Bruno is going to will have like 3 assists, and Højlund will score the last goal. That's my scores tomorrow.
You did say that we'll score some goals against Porto, to which we did. The only unfortunate thing was we conceded multiple goals as well.
Yeah.
Like,
The
I didn't
problem is
really...
for me against Porto, really and truly, bro, I think Lissandro shot the bed in the first half. Because we
I
might
think
blame
Ligt did as
Dalot and
well.
whatnot, but the 2 goals, literally, bro, if he had just been on it instead of standing flat-footed, he would have been there ahead of both strikers to clear the ball both times. And for me, That's on him. Even the way he reacted after the goal score, he knew it was his fault. Because the first time the defender was behind him and he was about to take a step further to keep going towards the goal, and he decided not to. And by the time he checked back, the defender was already bursting towards the rebound. The third time, he was watching the defender all the time, and instead of checking him when he planned to check him, he said, "You know what? He not going to get the ball," and boom, he had the ball in from the corner. He shoot the ball from the corner of the post. So it's like for me, just follow through with whatever your mind saying. Don't hesitate. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but he really did shit the bed in that game. So for me, mad.
Yeah, I think he gave them confidence. And when they started to get a bit more confident, it actually annoyed me because I was thinking, hold on, why are you making these men feel like they're that good? And I actually think that they're a good team, don't get me wrong, but I felt like Lissandro and the Lit encouraged them. Like, be prime Messi or be prime Ronaldo or whatever it is. Come do it against us. And in my head, I'm thinking, bro, if you just step up a little bit, we win this game. If you just
Yeah.
step up a little bit. But
100.
it is what it is.
It is what it is, bro. Sometimes it's five margins. And to be fair, bro, in some situations, everybody involved had to take responsibility, not just the manager, sometimes the players. And because the manager is the manager, he had to hold the end responsibility, you know what I mean? But when we
Yeah.
watch the game and we see some of those mistakes, we could definitely say there's no way you or I could predict some of these players going to make some of those mistakes because some people suddenly talking about FC20 player running through our midfield to score a goal when really wasn't. The ball was lofted over the top. Eriksen controlled the ball, and rather than clearing it or passing it off, he took a touch and the player just took the ball off him and kept going. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, I just try to keep it real. Shit happens sometimes. Hopefully it doesn't happen. And mistakes will be made. Hopefully we are not the team to be punished by the mistakes we make. Because literally that's what's been happening in the last couple of games of this season. Against Liverpool, we made 3 mistakes, they punished us. Same thing with Tottenham.
Now if we look at those mistakes in isolation, um, especially with the players running through the team. The way I look at that is if we had Lenny Euro, who was doing cover defending, like a lot of this stuff would have been stopped. So I'm looking forward to that guy's return. I believe we desperately need him to come back immediately.
Desperately,
Immediately.
bro. Desperately.
Yeah.
Big up to Rajat in the building. Bro, you can check out the beginning of the stream. Watch the manager's press conference, guys. For all of you who just tuned in, Andrew Williams, big up to you, broski. Hope you're well. Big up to you, Rajat, as well. Darko, you guys check out the manager's press conference at the beginning of the stream. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Bailey, thank you so much for being here, my brother. Thank you to Stephanie Griffith in the chat. Always the MVP of the United fan base. Big up to all of you, elite baller as well. Big up to you, my brother. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it in the morning when no one's looking, bro. I promise you. I'll send you a picture of the receipt. And when I win, don't worry, I'll buy you a ticket for a game. Big up to you. Have a great one, everyone. Big up to you, MA. Big up to you. Big up to you, Darko. Big up to Drex. Big up to Brian Foskett as well. Big up to Gavin Williams and Kingdom FC Fix. We will chat up tomorrow, my buddy. I really got to go. Big up to you guys. And Bali Tech, bro, thanks for coming in. We will see you tomorrow. I'll send you the links for the street, the watch alongs if you want to react and stuff. Same with you, Fix. Big up to you guys. Have a great night. Peace out, guys. Be safe out there. Manchester United plays tomorrow. Don't